Hello and welcome to my little bookish corner of the internet. My name's Harriet. Today I'm going to be doing a very short and sweet spoiler-free review for A Man Called Ove by Fredrik Backman. This is going to be like a little bit of a rant, I suppose, so you can already tell that I didn't absolutely love this book, but it is very hyped, so I definitely wanted to talk about it and explain my thoughts. So let's get into it. If you didn't know the story of A Man Called Ove, we are following an old man whose name is Ove. And he is a grumpy old man. He's honestly a little bit homophobic and a little bit racist. But the main point is that he is very, very grumpy. He likes things to kind of go his own way. He's very set in his ways. And he is also quite intensely suicidal. So do keep that in mind. I didn't know this before I read it, but it is treated as kind of like a dark humour, I suppose. So it's not too intense, but he is trying to commit suicide. And also we are following his experience with a new family that has moved in next door who are very kind of extroverted, very intense. They've got children, and Ove is obviously not so keen on that. It is a change of scenery and a change of pace for him. So we're following him and what happens while that is going on. So this book is quite simple. It's quite an easy read. It felt cozy, for sure. I originally did actually rate this 3.5 stars. I would take that down now. I would maybe take it down to a 3, possibly a 2.5. You know when you've read a book and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that was pretty good. And then you read some reviews and people are like, it's amazing, it's amazing. And you're like, okay, maybe I'll put my review up a little bit then. Maybe I enjoyed it more than what I thought I did. But no, I didn't. The more I think about it now, the more I realise that it just wasn't for me. So like I say, I'd probably take it down to like 3, maybe a 2.5, depends on the day. But the reasons why I didn't enjoy this, okay, so obviously you have the racism and the homophobia in there, which is just kind of like swept under the rug. That's a choice to do with the main character and his personality, so I do understand that. But it also kind of felt unnecessary. It felt like it didn't really need to be in there. The main character is enough of a grumpy old man that you don't need to add that in there as well, but that's just personal opinion. I also just found it boring. Like, I didn't feel emotionally connected with the main character at all. And it's not because he's a bad person, because I've definitely read books in the past where the main character is a dick and I've still felt emotionally invested with the events that are happening, but I just didn't feel that. And I should, because the guy's depressed. Like, you're talking a lot about his emotions, but I think because it is a dark humour, it didn't feel serious enough for me, and that's why I didn't feel emotionally invested. But yeah, I was just bored. I mean, the last 2 chapters, so this is why I gave it a 3.5 originally. The last 2 chapters deal with mortality, which is something that I've said in my videos before, I am personally dealing with myself and coming to terms with. So I connected to that final section, but it wasn't because it was Ove, it was just because of the subject matter. Sorry, the postman just knocked on the door. I don't remember anything I was talking about. But to wrap up, I don't really need to say anymore. I just feel like this book is very overhyped. There we go. I said it. Sure, it was cute, but I just don't think it was the best book in the world. So I would give it a 3 or a 2.5. I'm uncertain. I feel like maybe I'm leaning towards 2.5 because I don't want to read anything more from this author. Not because I really hated it, because I didn't. I feel like it was quite cute and I kind of understand some of the messages behind it, but I just didn't think it was great. So I will probably not pick up this author's books in the future. That's just my opinion. Please let me know down below what you thought to it. If you have read it, how did you get on with it? Do you agree with any of the things that I said? But yeah, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!